Hello, this is Trevor. Today we're working on another cross-site scripting lab in Portswigger's Web Security Academy. This time it's a reflected XSS into a JavaScript string with angle brackets and double quotes, HTML encoded, and single quotes escaped. So this lab contains a reflected vulnerability in the search tracking, query tracking functionality, angle brackets and double HTML angle brackets and double, it's probably meant to say quotes here, are HTML encoded, single quotes are escaped. Solab breaks out the JavaScript and calls the alert function. All right, so there's a lot going on here. Let's access the lab and see what we can do. Please remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. All right, so it's in the search tracking. So let's start here and we'll inspect. I'll search for that. Here's the script of our search term Trevor, document.write. All right, so we have your encode URI component down here. So we're probably going to be injecting here, which means we need to escape. So we have a couple of options. First, that it's possible that we could escape via HTML like we did in one of the previous ones. Because remember that this page has to be processed by HTML first. Once all the HTML, including the script tags, are written, then JavaScript will take over. So if we could end this script in HTML, that's a possibility. So we would do that with script. Let's just send this and see what happens. I should have sent Trevor script so I could easily search it. Whatever. All right, we see that that's not going to work because that gets HTML entity encoded. All right. Next, so HTML is not going to work, right? We can try JavaScript next. We need to exit out of this single quote in JavaScript. So let's do Trevor, single quote. Let's send that and see what happens. Let's do edit. All right, so the backslash means that our single quote is not interpreted as a single quote. It's part of the outer string. What about Trevor backslash single quote? The backslash that I just put in may cancel out, and it does. Woo. Well, it did here. Let's see here. Yep. Sweet. So you see how we have two backslashes now? That means that this first one escapes the second one, and then there's nothing to escape our single quote. So we can inject right there. We need to be careful. We want to make sure that as we inject, the JavaScript still runs. So what if we do backslash single quote semicolon to end the var search terms line, and then console.log, let's do 1 semicolon, and then maybe comment out the rest of the line. This looks like it's on a different line. So let's see how that works. Let me send that. Dang it. keep forgetting to do that. Bar search. Hey, that looks like it'll work. Let's check console. Boom. We got our 1. That's awesome. Let's just try it one more time. We want backslash that semicolon console dot log. This works. Semicolon double forward slash for a JavaScript comment. Invalid escape. Uh-oh. Did I not do something right? Console log. Oh, it's because our freaking single quotes are getting escaped. So unless we, I don't think, if we put double here, won't that just screw up the, so, console.log, this works? Question mark, 'cause I don't know if it's gonna work this time. Like that. Yeah, see, I don't know if this one is going to screw up the console log. Let's see. Yeah, invalid escape sequence. Well, all we have to do is call alert to get this solved. We can't. How about double quotes? And double quotes HTML encoded. Interesting. What if we do single quote, backslash single quote, Trevor. No, sorry. Trevor, backslash single quote, semicolon, console.log, and then we HTML encode a double quote, which, let's go to here, open up Chrome, and let's ASCII table. I like this one. To HTML encode, we need the hex number of a double quote. It's gonna be down here. There we go. It's 22. So I'm gonna put ampersand pound x 22 semicolon, and then does this work? Ampersand pound x 22 semicolon, close the console.log, close the statement, and then 2 forward slashes. Unexpected expression got, that does not. So what I thought might happen was HTML, remember there's 2 layers, right? So HTML needs to run first. HTML would turn this into a double quote, and then the script, the JavaScript would see a double quote. But I guess that's not what happened. Or I did this wrong. But that and pound, that seems right. All right, well, instead of taking all this time to figure out how to console.log a statement, we've already figured out how to solve the lab, and that's just to do alert and no quotes here. So let's just do that. Hey, this is Trevor from the future. So I did continue playing around with this, and I did end up figuring out how to console.log with quotes. Well, not quotes exactly, but so what I did was I put in Trevor / single quote, semicolon, console, dot log, and then backtick. This now works, backtick, and that, and this, and then comment out the rest of the line. I think that's what I did. Yeah. All right, so there we go. That's how you can do. Backticks will work in this. Anyway, hope that helped. Back to the normal show. And then I'm going to work on this after the video to figure out how to make it quotes work. So what are we going to name this? We're going to name this JavaScript string angle brackets double quotes JavaScript string angle brackets. Let me just start there. This one's a long one. JavaScript string angle bracket double quotes encoded double quotes encoded single quotes escaped. Woo. Single quotes escaped. That is a long one. All right. Bim template. All we need to do is search. So we'll do blog.search and payload. Payload we'll define here. I don't know what kind of quotes we need. Once we do that search, we'll do blog.isSolved. I don't think we need to deliver this. No. Let me double check that I did the blog search right. Search term looks good to me. All right. So we just need our payload. And if you remember, we did Trevor single / single quote semicolon, and then alert 1 will be our winning condition semicolon, and then commented out the rest of the line. I think that is right. We don't need this starting A, but I'm gonna leave it just for fun. This one. I think that's it. Let's comment out requests. Python, JavaScript, string, angle, brackets, double. There we go. Paste that. No, we did not get it. Why didn't we get it? So, oh, gosh dang it. It's because we need the slash here, and Python interpreted that as you wanted it to escape the single quote, which it didn't need, so it just removed it. It was trying to help me. So I need double /. There we go. All right. Well, that was a fairly quick one. It was a good one. What we had to do was in the search blog, in the script, we found where we thought, what the heck? In the search page results, we saw that the script, that our input was reflected here. And so we needed to escape this single quote or escape this script. We needed to, inject our payload. What we tried a bunch of things. What ended up working was a backslash first, because the backslashes were not escaped. Our backslash got passed through and then escaped this single quote. Once we were out of the single quote, we ended the line with a semicolon and then wrote our own line, which was the alert one, and then ended that with a semicolon, and then commented out the rest of the line. The rest of the line included, these two characters that were there in the beginning. And we wanted to do that just to make it so that we didn't get any errors there. The one issue that I was having trouble with, and still do, is writing, instead of just alert one, how can we get this to, alert some text? And I'm not quite sure how to do that quite yet, but I'm gonna practice. Anyway, hope you found this interesting. Hope you learned something. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.